What's up, everybody? I'm going to teach you really quick how to take something on Zoom, like a Zoom call that you're in, and stream it to YouTube so that people could watch it live on YouTube or access it later after the fact. And by the way, just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean it has to be public. It could still be private, which means only you have access to it later. Or you can make it unlisted, which is what I'll be showing people how to do here in this video, which is where you can share the link with people and they're able to watch it. But if you don't have the link, you can't watch it, right? So that's really very useful for different kinds of things you can imagine. So if you have a private Zoom call, but you want to have a copy of this that people could watch later, but only people with the link, people who are already in the call or people who missed the call but wanted to be there, people that are members of the organization who weren't able to be there. You want to make it so that they're able to access it after the fact. This is a way that you can be like archiving meetings. And so the following video, I've put together this tutorial for specifically the Red Republicans in Boise, which is kind of a spinoff of the DSA. And so they're an organization that I'm involved with and that I try to support or whatever. And so actually, no, I'm a card carrying member. But anyway, I'm going to just say, though, that this is applicable to anybody for any meeting. And so in any kind of organizational work that you do, the following skill set is going to be one that will be beneficial to anything you're doing. Like almost any organization you could possibly be involved in, they're going to appreciate you having this ability. And you know, you don't have to watch the whole thing right now. Just remember, this video is where you can come back to later if you want. Like, say you're in a meeting with some people and you're going to do a Zoom call, and you now know that there's a video that will show you how to put this up onto YouTube, how to stream it to YouTube, how to make it accessible later, how to make it accessible to people who only have the link later. Now, the last thing I'll add, though, is that all the principles apply here for what I'm saying about Zoom to anything else. You could just as well capture Discord and share your Discord call through to YouTube. Okay, so even though I'm talking about Zoom, this is true of Discord. Or you could have a Facebook Messenger call, and it would be the same principles apply. So just switch out Zoom with any other thing, and it should apply, okay? The only other thing I'd say is that if you're having trouble picking up on the video from the call through Streamlabs, you might want to do a desktop capture instead of a window capture. If that doesn't make any sense, don't worry about it. Bookmark it in your head. Come back to it later if you need to. Let's get on with this. All right. I am going to show you how to make an event on YouTube. Go live, click right here. You have to be logged in. You already have to have your account set up. So I'm assuming you've already done those steps. And I'm going to show you how to make an event and then stream out to it whatever is on your desktop. Whatever's on your desktop is going to go to this YouTube video, and you can make it so that it's unlisted so that nobody else sees it unless you want to share the link to them. Do you understand? So a Red Republicans meeting, for instance, let's just say that it's going to be a Discord call or a Zoom call. I'm going to show you how to do a desktop capture, meaning whatever's on your desktop, whatever people can see, like what you see right now. Make it so that you can capture the sound and audio and video of whatever's there and share that into a YouTube video. This makes it so that the Zoom meetings you have or the Discord meetings that you have will be available later on. Why is it taking so long to load? I'm going to go ahead and reload. Don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, so the new stream. Test stream Black Panther talk. Okay, I'm going to go right here to unlisted. That means that only people with the link can see it. Go ahead and schedule it for later. For 4 o'clock, because that's when this begins. This way you could give people the event earlier. You can make a special thumbnail, meaning like the cover photo. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I would do there. You could obviously use anything. I'm just going to go ahead and use Photoshop. 1280 by 720 is the right dimensions. Test stream and Black Panther talk. Okay. I understand the guy's name is Gerald. I just haven't met him yet or seen him yet. And I also don't know how to spell his name. So I'm not writing that right now. Well, let's go ahead and just like add text. Test stream. Make it white and large. Okay. Go ahead, Control T. Yeah, you can have your own way of doing this. A lot of people could even just use their phones to make a thumbnail. You don't have to use Photoshop. I'm gonna go ahead and export. You don't want to export it as a PNG if you're using Photoshop. You want to export it as a JPEG. But like I said, it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's open up Discord while that's loading. I don't know why it's being so slow. Okay, in the Red Republicans, I think in the general, the Zoom meeting for here. Here's the Zoom info for Thursday night. Launch meeting, open Zoom meetings. Okay, that's all stuff that y'all should know how to do. Anyway, let's get this. Gosh, why is it not loading? Everything today is not loading. Export. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm literally just going to use my clipper here. This is the snipping tool. Everybody who has Windows has the snipping tool. Okay, I'm going to save it like that. Test stream thumbnail. Go ahead and save that into my pictures like regular. Get rid of Photoshop. Go here to where you see where it says upload custom thumbnail. I'm going to go to quick access. You can see the most recent thing there. Add it. No, this is not for children. Create stream. Okay, it's unlisted, so no one should see this, right? Now let's go ahead and open up Streamlabs OBS, and I'm gonna assume you've never seen Streamlabs OBS before, okay? Now this is just the inside back door, what we're looking at right now. This is the inside back room of like your stream on YouTube. Now the question is how do we get what's on your desktop, on your computer, to show up here for everyone else when you wanna go live? Well, that's what we have Streamlabs OBS for. So I'm going to launch Streamlabs OBS right now. Streamlabs OBS. OBS stands for Open Source Broadcasting Software. And this is it. So I'm going to go ahead and shrink down YouTube, get it out of the way. So this is OBS. And I'm going to go ahead and make a brand new one. So for you, there won't be any of these things here, and there won't be any of these things here in the scenes or sources. You won't see any of this crap. You'll just have blank nothingness. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a new scene. All these other scenes that I have are not ones that you need to worry about. But new scene, okay? Well, what's on that scene? We're gonna open it up and we're gonna go to window capture here in a second. But first, we've got our Zoom meeting. You see it right here? This is our Zoom meeting. Like test audio. Let's see. Okay, we can hear that, so that's good. And we can test our microphone. Okay, that's good, except I'm going to change the microphone. Make it this one instead. All right, so that's good. We're good. Please wait. The meeting hosts will let you know when it begins soon. All right, so let me just tell you a thing. While we wait for this, so we just got to get it set up so that we can stream this out. So what do I mean by that? Okay, well, look at it. We're looking at OBS. This is open source broadcasting software, meaning that this is free commie software. It's not copyrighted or anything like that. And it's just a spin-off version of regular OBS, which is also commie software, but Streamlabs makes things a little bit easier. So what I need to show you is that anything that's in this area here on the screen, over here on this black box, anything that's in there is what they're gonna see. I'm just gonna take this picture of a thumbnail from a video that I've done before and drop it. Now that it's there, if we were streaming live, whatever, they would see this. They would see this right now. And you can see how my microphone wave levels are going up and down as I speak. So you see that they would be able to hear me If I muted it, then they wouldn't be able to hear me talking right now. But if I unmute it, now they can hear me talking. This is what they see on the screen. We can make anything appear on the screen though. Now, if you hold the Alt key and then you drag up, it actually crops. Okay, that's an important thing to know. If you hold the Alt key, that's what that does. You can stretch things too by holding the Shift key. And then you just make them larger and smaller like that. Okay, well, the same principles apply to any other layer. This is a layer. What does that mean? Well, let's drop another photo in here really quick. Let's say, let's just some random George Bush and Ellen. Okay, now you see how that one's on top of the other one? That's because these are layers. Just like in a lot of other programs that you might be familiar with, the thing that's on the top is what you're gonna see. But we can go ahead and we can grab the one that's underneath and drag it on top here in the sources. See what I'm saying? So, and we can right click and we can tweak this layer. We could make this layer see-through, or we could adjust the colors by going in here and just, let's see, go down, add color correction as a filter. And now we can, watch, change the opacity, make it see-through, right? So we have a lot of customization we can do to these layers. Now this is kind of like extra. I'm being a little extra right now, but I kind of want to get the main idea across, is that you can just layer layers and combine layers, and whatever you've got here on the screen is what they're going to see on YouTube later on when they watch this. Now, we don't want to just show a picture though. We want to show an actual window. Now, Windows, if you're using Windows, then you are probably familiar with the idea that you've got all these different windows. You've got your browser window, you've got your Zoom call window. So let's go ahead and open up the Zoom call window by going to add source. So in the sources for this scene that we're in, we're going to go to add source, and right here, you got window capture. Now you could do display capture right here, and that means anything that's on your desktop screen is what they will see. But if we do window capture, then they only see that window. So we're gonna do window capture. That way, if you have other stuff that you don't wanna share, they might not see it, right? Or they're not gonna see it. So, and if you wanted to add your video capture source, like your webcam, this is where you would add that. But we're gonna just add the window capture, add source. And if you go to add a new source, I'm gonna call it Zoom. Add source. Let's see, where is Zoom? Zoom meeting, see it right here? Click on it. Add it. Okay, so here it is. Now I already showed you all that we have the actual window right here, but Streamlabs is now capturing that window in the same way that it was capturing the picture that we were showing earlier, right? So this is just lovely because now anything that happens in the Zoom call, as long as the audio levels are all working and everything like that, people are going to hear and see whatever happens in this meeting on the YouTube stream. Now, the last question, and this is the most important part, is how do we get what we have here to pop up on YouTube, right? Remember back here, how do we get what's happening over here in Streamlabs? How do we get this to show up here? Where it looks like it's loading. It says connect streaming software to start preview. Okay, well you go down here. This is the big secret right down here. See where my mouse is? This is the stream key. Copy it. You just click the copy button. It copies it. And then you go back over here, click on the little gear, you know, this is settings in Streamlabs. Go up to stream, go down to service, change it to YouTube if it isn't already there. And then just highlight what it does have there as a stream key, and then delete that, and then paste your new stream key, the one you just copied. You can use Control V to paste as a shortcut, or you can just, you know, right click and then, you know, paste it. Okay, then you click done. All right, and now if I click go live, this is going to stream straight to YouTube. Okay, so that's basically it. Once this meeting actually starts in 5 minutes, everything captured will be streaming straight to my personal YouTube, which obviously for you, if you're a Red Republican or for some other organization, you want to make sure you have the proper organization's login information for that YouTube. And there is a little bit of like red tape you have to get through, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add my video capture source. Let's go ahead and add a video capture device. See, it added my webcam now. Now listen, this is the most important thing. I'm just going to re-summarize what I kind of already said. So from the back end, this is the live streaming studio in YouTube. This is where your chat will be if you had people that were live watching it. And this is the key that you copied. The key is very private. They have like this I crossed out on it. The reason for that is because anybody with that key can stream whatever they want to your channel. So trolls would love to get that key from you, which is why they always hide it. And so you can copy it without seeing it. Once again, you go into stream, you make sure it's YouTube, you make sure that you've pasted in the right key here, leave everything else default, you're done. Once you click go live, you'll be live on the channel. Now let's go back to my YouTube really quick and make sure that we see this event. So go to my channel. It doesn't show up because it's unlisted, so no one would see it, right? But I can go to YouTube Studio right there, and I can go over here to videos on the left-hand side, click on videos, and you got uploads and then you got live. So click on live, and you see right here, test stream coming up. It says it right here. It says that it's scheduled, that it's starting soon. So go ahead and click on that. Okay, it looks like the stream has begun. So I'm muted so they can't hear me. Go live. All right, so we're live. Now I'm going to pull up the actual Zoom call, and I'm just gonna let it play. And I don't need to be here anymore. I just like let it play, and it will be streaming it straight to YouTube. It is unlisted, so only people with the link are gonna see it. Yeah, let's go back to the Zoom call. So open it up. Anything that's on my computer that I show with audio and visual through this box here on OBS is now going to be streaming out and seen in that YouTube video. Okay. All right, everybody. So there were two major errors with the tutorial video, and I'm just, but now that I caught it here at the end, we should be okay. Now, the other thing I want to say before I show what these two big mistakes were that I made in the tutorial, so that you can learn from these, and then you'll know how to do everything and be a master, is just like there will be other little things probably in that tutorial that I didn't pick up on. You call me, you text me, hit me up in the Discord, whatever, however you can get a hold of me, let me know. I'll fix it. I'll add stuff. I'll help you troubleshoot. The whole thing about learning any media literacy and becoming comfortable with these forms of media, it boils down to constant troubleshooting. And so I'm here with you in that process if you need any help. Solidarity with and help, mutual aid to anybody in the Red Republican. So, okay, with that said though, the two big problems were, I'll just show you, watch. Okay, so we're gonna go to my channel. We're gonna go to, okay, look, you don't see the stream that I was, okay, right? Because it was unlisted. Go to YouTube Studio, go to videos here on the side, go to live, not uploads, go to live. And what do we see here? Test stream. This is the one from yesterday, okay? Now, if we click on the edit button there, the details button there, we could change stuff here, whatever. But this is the link to where you can just go see the video itself, okay? But here it is. It's gonna start any second. Okay, there we go. So this is the recorded video on demand that you could share with anybody. So like if people had the link, they could have seen this when it was live, but now that it's after the fact, I could share this link with people and they could see it after the fact, which is very useful for people who obviously weren't able to be there. But what's the problem? The problem is that the volume is all the way up and you're not hearing anything right now. Why is that happening? What's going on here? Let's skip further in.
Let's see.
And now the audio is working.
Let me see if I can get that. I want to give you all the fact.
Why is that? Well, it's because on my side, on OBS, specifically Streamlabs OBS, which I was using to stream this, I was not capturing my desktop audio. Now you want to make sure that see how right now you can see where the microphone, the wave levels are going up and down? you want to make sure that when you are recording the Zoom call, when you're streaming out from your desktop, the Zoom call that you are in, you want to make sure that those wave levels are going up and down. And if they're not going up and down for the sounds coming from, that you're trying to capture. So for instance, Gerald is talking. And if Gerald is talking and I'm not talking and I'm looking down here and I'm not seeing audio levels moving up and down, that means that the people watching the stream aren't hearing anything at all. And so you want to click on the little gear icon right here, and you want to make sure that you are capturing the right audio. So I'm using Voicemeeter, and at the time I was not properly tapped into Voicemeeter. So I wasn't really, but there's a variety of different ways that you can do this. If your desktop audio is coming through Bluetooth headphones, then that would be an option here that you'd be able to pick for device. If your audio is coming through a speaker on your computer, then that should be an option here as well. See right here for where it says line 2 Dell AC 511 USB soundbar. That's my speaker system. So if my audio is coming through my speakers, I could just click that right there, and then my audience watching the stream is going to hear whatever I click on. But it doesn't matter. So for me right now, it's Voicemeeter. But for you, it could be a variety of different things. What really matters is that you're going to do, you do know that the gear icon is there. You do know that the properties is there. And this might be a little confusing also just because it says microphone /aux right here, right now, where we're talking about. I'm pretty sure that from your perspective, you might see a microphone audio level bar right here, and then you might also see a desktop one as well. You might see 2, and if you do see 2, just just pay attention to that and make sure that you understand by clicking on the gear icon and going to properties what microphone is it picking up on, what speakers is it going out to that is being shared to the people who are watching the stream. So that's the first big major mistake that I made. So at some point in this video, all of a sudden there's volume, and that's because I'd realized the error, and so I'd fixed it. The other thing, and this is fucking major, is that I started the stream late. Because there's something that I actually missed, and I'm going to show you where I missed it in the last video. So this is what you see on screen right now. This is from the video of me. This is from the tutorial that I gave you all. This is the video you were all watching earlier. Now watch what I say. Leave everything else default. You're done. Once you click go live, you'll be live on the channel. Now let's go back to my YouTube. Wrong. Clicking go live on Streamlabs, like I said right here. See right down there where I click go live? You can see that, right? On Streamlabs, I clicked go live. And then I said that right then, as soon as I click go live, it goes live on YouTube. Wrong. If you had it set up through Restream, which is an additional kind of software and a whole other thing that it makes it so you can go out to multiple platforms at the same time, like Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, then that would be true. But this is not true. If you're only streaming straight to YouTube, when you click go live, you also have to then click go live within YouTube Studio itself. So you see right down here where it says go live, you can see my mouse. We'll go up here into the YouTube back end where you've got your studio. You've got to click go live right there as well. So when you click go live down here in Streamlabs, it starts beaming out whatever you're showing on OBS. It starts beaming that out to the rest of the world. That's good, okay? It beams it out to the rest of the world through YouTube. But YouTube doesn't actually start showing it until you click go live. So you click go live here from Streamlabs, it beams it to YouTube, but then nothing happens. Why? Because then you've got to receive the signal and then click go live within YouTube. Otherwise, no one sees anything. So I'll show you right here. Channel. Because you can see up here in YouTube Studio where it says go live and it's all grayed out. That means you can't click go live in YouTube Studio yet because it's not receiving the signal from Streamlabs because you haven't clicked go live in Streamlabs yet. Let's go back to my YouTube really quick and make sure that you see this event. So go to my channel. We already did this. Yeah, see, then these people came in, the stream started, I got distracted, and I see how it says end stream down here now? That's because it is streaming. I had clicked to stream, but YouTube Studio, you see how it's still grayed out up here? That's because YouTube Studio has still not received the stream because it takes a little bit to go up to space and back. So it's like there is a lag, and YouTube Studio still has not received what I'm sending out from Streamlabs. Live. Now I'm going to pull up the actual Zoom call and let it play. And I don't need to be here anymore. I just let it play, and it will be streaming straight to YouTube. It is unlisted, so only people who are there we go. That's it. Okay, so this is where I fucked up. At this point, right here is where I should have clicked go live in the YouTube Studio. Do you see that up here where it says go live? So YouTube Studio has officially started receiving the stream from Streamlabs. And now I should click go live at the point that I want to go live. The last thing to note is you have to remember, so when you close out, when you end the stream, you have to end the stream from Streamlabs, not from YouTube, because there is that. Let's just say that you're saying your goodbye statement. All right, everybody, it's been great. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe. You know, we're the Red Republicans. Blah blah blah. And then you click end stream inside of YouTube Studio. Okay, well, because there's that lag from Streamlabs to YouTube Studio, you actually cut yourself off on your closing statement. That's why you have to always make sure to close it off at the source. You close it off at Streamlabs first. It'll all finish going through YouTube Studio, and then once the stream's over, then you can close out on the YouTube side. But always you always start from Streamlabs and you finish from Streamlabs, okay? And then YouTube is more of an intermediary between you and the audience, okay? But Streamlabs is like the core and the fundamental thing. And the last thing I'll say about it is that almost everything we've said here is stuff that is going to apply to any other platform that you might be streaming off of. So by learning OBS, you've learned how to show anything you want in that little black box, like here, right? This little black box right here. You can show anything you want over here, and beam it off of, stream it off of Facebook, off of Twitch, off of Mixer, off of all sorts of different things. This is not just applicable to YouTube. So, all right, I hope that helps. And I hope that this short tutorial will have officially empowered a handful of people in Red Republicans, not just one person, to do this work. Because if you have a person in charge of Twitter, and you have a person in charge of Instagram, and you have a person in charge of OBS, and you have a person in charge, it's just fucking no. That's a division of labor that can only really be functioning at a very, very large organization. At a small organization, anyone who's leading up some event, and a lot of different people need to understand how to lead up different kinds of events, because you're all going to be organizers. You have to know how to show your event. Okay, this is huge. Not one person, but everyone. Everyone needs to know these things. Okay, it's like the most boomer mentality thing in the world to think that, well, one person is going to do, the social media. No, that's ridiculous. Everyone has to learn how to do some things when it comes to basic media literacy. This is the 21st century. So let's get it together. And I look forward to seeing, a lot more Red Republican videos archived and made available after the fact, so that the people who miss the meetings, the people who have busy lives, especially the most working class people, the people who are most busy in the working class in the organization, are still able to participate, even if they're not there whenever things go down. So, thanks.